Champions of the Realm, welcome to Week 3, Day 1, the European qualifying tournament for Paladins Founders Tournament at DreamHack Summer in Jönköping, Sweden. My name is Vox, joined of course by my co-commentator Taddle, and we are introducing Exordium and Fal'Cie for you today. On the right-hand side of your scoreboard is Exordium. We have Mikaela on that Androxus, Frozen Arts on Ruckus, Donovan on Pip, Caden on Barak, and Mayaro on Grok. Taddle, take it away.
And of course, on the other side of things, we have a new team coming in this week, actually. Fal'Cie on the left side. We've got Kawaii Unicorn on Grok, Rezai on Pip, Mikaela on Barak, Placebo on that Ruckus, and Celadon on Androxus. And Vox, we've got a projector build on Frozen Art. It's locked in.
We do indeed, running Projector 4 and Warden 4, so a very tanky emitter shield can be shared between all the teammates on the side of that Fal'Cie team. However, or rather on this side of Exordium, my mistake there. But as point contention goes along, First Blood does go to the side of Fal'Cie.
Yeah, they pick up Mayaro, who was very aggressive in the backline, but they've pushed forward too much now. Donovan and Caden pick up kills of their own. Mikaela taking down Ceylon on that, and Droxus 1v1. Maxtillion does manage to push forward and pick up Frozen Arts, but they're now 2 versus 4, and they're starting to get collapsed on.
They are indeed. Mikaela going up left on the left-hand side of our screens, looking to pick up the pit that does Rezai knock down, but point control is currently going in favor of Exordium. Exordium getting a 3-man knockout at the end of that previous engagement there, but the reinforcements have come back in from Fal'Cie. Celadon looking to pressure on the top side as all of the rest are grouping to try and get some aggression onto this point, but with the barricade set up around the middle, it's going to be difficult to push in without ultimates.
They have a really good hold. Double chicken comes out from Donovan, but they don't manage to find any frags from that. Caden does pick Celadon off, but it's already too late. The point control goes to the side of Exordium. The kills are starting to push through, however. That was a huge chicken coming through.
Was indeed, but alas, no luck. Now the payload is going to start to be pushed forwards a little bit. We expect it to be kind of normal game from here until the choke, unless a spawn camp comes out from the side of Fal'Cie, and I don't see that happening. I think Exordium being a little bit too dominant, and whilst it is kind of this barrack trench warfare right at the moment, as the bunker builds have come out, the payload probably going to be pushed through as soon as the respawns, and the flanks especially as Frozen Arts coming around the back hand side on this Ruckus looks to pressure Fal'Cie.
Yeah, he's starting to get some suppression fire down. Ceylon tries to get up to do some damage to him, but he gets stuck. Mikaela picks that one up. Maxtillion taken very low. He might be the next one to drop, and at this point, their really aggressive choke point here that they were trying to hold them at is now starting to backfire. They're not picking up these kills that they need. Maxtillion goes down. Placebo pops the Hexafire, but he doesn't catch anyone. Donovan picks that one up, but it's now 2 versus 5 as this payload finally starts to get moving.
It is indeed. The payload pushing itself, of course, traveling faster if being escorted, also giving a healing aura to anybody on the allied side of the payload who is escorting it. And the issue that we're seeing here is that Exordium are pushing through, and they actually sandwiched off 2 members of Fal'Cie behind the payload there. So whilst the rest of Exordium was pushing ahead, there are a couple of members just hanging back, keeping Fal'Cie separated and trapped on the top side, and as a result, Mayaro, escorting his payload, has just pushed it through the first major choke point on this map. Actually pushing it towards the base now is going to be stopped by Maxtillion, as Maxtillion on that barrack does come, and reinforcements do come out for Fal'Cie, but that payload has gotten a lot further than I expected to in that initial push.
Yeah, they came around the backside to try and flank on them, but you can't really do that on the defense if you do it too slowly. The payload's just going to push without the team there to defend it and stop it just pushing in. Mayaro does pick up Placebo. That chicken getting blocked onto the barrack keeps him alive, but right now, frags coming through from both teams. It's chaos around this defense.
It absolutely is, but it's going to the side of Exordium. Frozen Arts up the top, drops a Hexafire, gets 1 elimination, looking at Placebo, who does pop a emitter, keeping themselves safe, but the high ground control has gone briefly in the way of Exordium. Placebo using that gunship to their advantage now, trying to box out Frozen Arts, but Frozen Arts with that emitter does stay alive. The payload is pushing in. Rezai comes to the rescue, but Rezai's going up topside. There needs to be players from Fal'Cie down the bottom blocking out this payload, and the only one who can do it is currently Kawaii Unicorn until the barrack respawns.
Yeah, they're trying to get this defense through as much as they can. Nice Cursed Arm deals a lot of damage, but there's Mikaela with a double of his own. He gets a triple. He pushes it through. That's a good conversion. Mikaela on the backside.
Wonderful play by Mikaela right there. Goes up unnoticed, round the backside, pops the Cursed Arm, and we got to note there was a barricade actually defending members of Fal'Cie from the forward assault onto that conversion point. They had a barricade kind of zoning out most of the team members of Exordium. But Mikaela are noticed on the backside in the air, getting that elevation to be able to shoot over the barricade, drops the Cursed Arm onto 2, picks up a double kill, picks up a triple kill, and converts the payload all within the space of a few seconds. Great play.
Just to check with you, I think we've got a bit of desync going on with our spectator. What time are you at right now?
We are currently, or I am currently sitting at 5 minutes and 25 seconds, but we're getting onto the second capture point. Has spawned at mines. We can see burn cards coming out. Of course, Exordium, with the streaks coming out, they have picked up a few aggressions. They picked up 3 of those and develops across the board. So all 5 members of Exordium will have an extra 600 health on board. And that is a significant difference, I would say, going into this next capture point.
Yeah, they're trying to push through with this one as they try and get the attack off. I'm still trying to sync up my spectator. I'm getting a few issues here, so
I'm sure things will be fine. But on the capture point, it is currently Mayara and Kaden holding that one down. On the side of Exordium, once again, dominant performance. Mikaela does pick up a double kill. Kawaii Unicorn going to be the next one to fall. Mikaela with a second triple kill of the game. Point control going heavily in the favor of Exordium as Mikaela on that Androxus does go off to zone again. Now, zoning is an important part of catch point control. Tell me a little bit about how teams should zone coming up to this mines point here. Looks like we have a little bit of a dropout issue, and as a result, we are going to just continue with this. Capture point has been captured once again by Exordium. They lead 6 points to 0 over Fal'Cie right now, as Frozen Arts does pop a Hexafire, picking up another kill. And whilst the payload is being escorted by Mayara, there's 3 members of Exordium all pushing ahead, all pushing the enemies, or rather Fal'Cie, back into their base and making a clear pathway for this payload to get right through into the base.
yeah, and there's a great push coming here from the side of Exordium as they're just really just plowing through the side of Fal'Cie and just pushing up with this attack.
Indeed, they are. The payload pushing all the while through high ground control again with Kaden with that barricade and the turret setup, with Donovan there also dropping damage down as the pip. I mean, the high ground control is going in Exordium's favor. Mikaela goes right up into the air again. Not going to drop in the Cursed Arm, however. The payload pushing all the way through as members of Fal'Cie are distracted on the backside of their base. Frozen Arts is pushing in. The payload is stalled out in the gate, getting into the base of Fal'Cie, and a dome shield from the side of Naxtilian does prevent its passage.
Yeah, they're going to hold that payload off for a while longer as they're still trying to keep this defense going through, but it's looking really rough for the side of Fal'Cie right now. The pressure coming through from Exordium is huge as we see Mikaela 1v1 Celadon up in the top there. They're going to try and make this push right now.
They are indeed, and they do make the push as Mikaela with the Accursed Arm does net another kill. We appear to be having some desync issues, so we're going to elect to go into a quick pause and then just figure this out so we can bring you the game in perfect tempo with everybody on the same page. And we will be pausing in 3, 2, 1, pause.
What time are you at now then? 8:15?
I'm currently at 8:11, so we will resume
I'm
at
a bit
8:15.
behind. Give me a second. It's me that's slightly desynced. So I'm now at 8:15.
Okay, ready to resume?
Yep, I'm ready to go. That should be better. I was having to just hope that I was in time.
Sure thing. 5-second countdown, go on go, and then 5 seconds after we'll resume. Tattle, if you would take point on this, please. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome back. We are back. Sorry for that small technical issues. We're just trying to make sure everyone is on the right page. It seems everyone was a bit caught off guard there by the difference in times. But we are coming into this next point fight on Waterfall, the side of Fal'Cie pushing forwards onto the point. They get balcony and point control. All of Exordium on this one platform behind the barricade. Can they make the push that they need to? It goes down, projector goes onto everyone, but that's quickly popped as well. Celadon taken low, but he's going to stay alive. Right now, no frags going either way, but both sides taking hits. But the point's already gone over to the side of Fal'Cie. They pick that one up extremely quickly. Basiba with a Hexafire, he picks up a double kill, but goes down. But that was a really quick sneak pick there from the side of Fal'Cie.
It was indeed. I mean, Fal'Cie were just sat on that point, and you kind of expect them to be able to do that for a little while until they're forced out just from the AoE damage maybe coming out from Donovan on that pip. But the fact is that nobody from the side of Exordium did go onto the capture point, did look to contest, and as a result, it's a free point. However, this could have been a decision made from Exordium because you got to remember that you do gain 1 point for successful defense now. And if you look at the scoreboard on the top side, yes, the numbers are on the wrong side there. They should be swapped. Exordium currently lead 8 points to 2 over Fal'Cie, and if Exordium do mount a successful defense here, they will actually win off this payload defense.
Yeah, this is going to look rough for Fal'Cie right now. They need to make this attack. Kawaii Unicorn gets taken out, but right now, Exordium actually in a very difficult position. They need to be careful they don't get collapsed upon here. Rise doing damage in the back. Mikaela picks off Celadon, however. Donovan as well gets the kill there. They're both picking up their respective characters.
Now, did you just hear the announcer shout something? Because I certainly hope you did. Mikaela is annihilating. That is a 15 final blow kill streak on the side of Mikaela. Hasn't been wiped out at all this match to my knowledge. Maybe one death on the initial point control. But that is absolutely incredible. Sitting at a 25 streak right now, running that develop and running that aggression card, dealing a ton of damage with those Androxus revolver shots, hitting people mid-air, boxing out the opponent Androxus. And the payload is being stalled at this initial spawn point choke. Could be broken as Placebo dies onto the backside. Looking for Donovan here, who's likely to fall, but it's actually an even trade.
Yeah, they go even there, which with the gunship Ruckus being such a huge carry isn't a great one. Mikaela picks up the kill onto Raizo with the Cursed Arm. That's a double for himself. He's looking for the triple now on Celadon, trying to pick that one up. He gets it. Triple kill for Mikaela as he pushes through into that 28 streak. He is going off right now.
Quadra kill. That's a quadra kill from Mikaela. Not only 2 triples already earlier this game, but that's the first quadra kill of the day picked up from Mikaela, the Androxus player on the side of Exordium. Absolutely stunning, as the payload was almost backdoored then by Naxtili in the barrack on the side of Fal'Cie. Quickly stopped dead in their tracks there by the Androxus.
And this player's been going off all weeks recently. I know we saw last week on that Cassie pick, it was definitely Mikaela that was pulling through for the team, going aggressive with those dodge rolls into the face of the team, getting the 2v1 plays. This time he's on Androxus, picking up the frags left and right, and they just can't shut this guy down.
But part of the reason they're able to play so aggressive, we did just see then, is that they're supported by Frozen Arts on this Ruckus running the projected build. So all emitter effects, including the 1000 health shield of emitter by default and the 1000 health additional shield granted by the card Warden 4, are projected onto allies within a certain close proximity. And they're able to make these aggressive plays because they always had that backup. There were no Wrecker pickups the entire game by the side of Fal'Cie to counter that. And as a result, Exordium will take out Game 1, and they will do so with a successful payload defense.
We saw the Tempest pop there at the end just to try and clean out the side of Exordium, but the defense was just too strong. They let them take that point there. They definitely were trying to contest it, but they weren't over-committing. They knew if it went to the side of Fal'Cie there on that point control, that they still had a very good chance of coming back, especially with all the burn cards they had racked up, and no one going down either. We see from the side of Exordium, Mikaela, 42-4 with 61k damage. That is just a disgusting scoreline.
It is indeed. Comparatively across the rest of the board, relatively low damage numbers actually. You've got to mention Donovan on that pip, the sort of silent warrior there, as pips generally are, racking up 57,000. Across the board, Reze the pip on the side of Fal'Cie getting 46k, which is again quite impressive. The damage numbers are very low across the board. Now, one thing that I'm quite interested to remark on quickly, if we could just hover over the specialty card of the Grok on both teams, we can see that it is Healing Rain 4. Now, Healing Rain 4 is a card which we saw very much picked up during CB24 and previous metas. It grants you an additional plus 6% health of the recipient's maximum health per second whilst you're within that healing totem circle. But with CB25, there came a buff to burn cards' effects, and the card Cauterize now provides 100% anti-heal. As a result, most higher-end teams have elected not to go with Healing Rain and go down a more damage Grok route, just because that card can be shut down by one burn card pickup. I think the main reason that it wasn't really shut down on the side of Exordium is that, I mean, Fal'Cie just didn't have enough credits to get the burn cards that they needed. They had to go into survival instead of these almost luxury additional effects.
No, they just didn't get the momentum rolling in their favor to get enough of a lead to get those burn cards to pick them up against the side of Exordium. But at the same time as well, it's more of a case of, I question whether the burn cards would have been enough. We saw Exordium playing together as a unit, as a team, especially with that Projector Ruckus, whereas the side of Fal'Cie very much were playing solo picks. So again, they might have been able to do better with those burn cards, but at the same time, when you die, you lose them completely. You have to play together as a unit, because if you go on your own, if you try and rush into the team, make the hero play, sure, it might pay off, but if it doesn't, you're dead, you lose your burn cards, it's 4v5, and when you're back, it's still a disadvantage for you.
Well, it certainly seemed to work out for Mikaela, but will Fal'Cie manage to pull it back and make this best of 3 set go to from Game 2 to Game 3? Will they be knocked out in the first round and go through to the first round of the losers bracket? On the bottom side of your brackets should be displayed on your screen in just a moment. Find out in a few minutes whilst we get the next game queued up and ready.